On February 14th, the YouthSave Project held its first multi-stakeholder meeting in Bogota, Colombia, bringing together professionals including its expert advisory board, consortium members, and financial partner representatives to participate in a 2-day learning exchange. Participants in the event engaged in discussions, panels, and workshops, sharing their expertise and perspectives on key questions facing YouthSave. Supported by the MasterCard Foundation, YouthSave investigates the potential of savings accounts as a tool for youth development and financial inclusion in developing countries by co-creating tailored, sustainable savings products with local financial institutions and assessing their performance and development outcomes with local researchers. The project is an initiative of the YouthSave Consortium, led by Save the Children, in partnership with the Center for Social Development at Washington University in St. Louis, the New America Foundation, and the Consultative Group to Assist the Poor. I am Payal Pathak, Program Associate for the Global Assets Project at the New America Foundation, and in this podcast, I'll be highlighting the perspectives that 3 YouthSave Expert Advisory Board members shared when asked about the opportunities and challenges to product development and delivery for low-income youth. Anne-Françoise Lefebvre, the head of the Institutional Relations Department of the World Savings Banks Institute, provided a financial institution's perspective on what needs to happen in order to capture the demand of youth savings products and to make a product financially sustainable.
We need to adopt a balanced approach. Balance between the attractivity of the product, and there we definitely need to attract, to catch the hidden demand for safe places to save. And somehow banking has to be cool. And the other side of the coin is the sustainability approach that is required for financial institutions. So this will involve simple but flexible products with the right incentives to save for the children, with fair pricing, and this is a very important aspect, and of course adapted and convenient delivery channels for the children. So we believe very strongly there in the power of technology and especially mobile phone banking.
Beatriz Marulanda, an independent consultant and an advisor on promoting access to financial services for low-income populations, commented on the challenges around access to savings products and on achieving the business case.
Challenges thinking about access and inclusive financial services for youth brings to my mind a big challenge: how to make a business case for the financial institutions that will provide it. I'm thinking, for example, on things like how can we bring costs down per dollar saved? How do we make it a transactional platform that can be not so costly? But also regarding the client perspective, how do we make these accounts accessible for youth so they can use it and feel it very close to them? Because apparently youth would like to have something that is easy to use, close to them, something that until now banks have not been.
Mike Soto-Clas, president of the Center for the New Economy in Puerto Rico, maintained that there is value in providing youth savings products, but prescribed an alternative suggestion to delivery, focusing on more localized efforts and achieving smaller scale.
That there is a case to be made for the need to have products like this. I think it's very obvious that there is merit and value in doing these, but when you're talking about sort of the financial aspect behind that, that's a whole other set of criteria, and I think that's going to be a big challenge as we go forward. I think in terms of what might be an opportunity, this in and of itself might be a veiled opportunity, and maybe we need to forget about making the business case such a big part of this, and maybe we should think about doing smaller scale programs on a more local basis with smaller banking organizations or maybe NGOs that are also financial institutions. So I think we're at the intersection where hopefully we'll figure out which of those two paths we'll take. Do we take the traditional path where you want to sort of scale up quickly and to a large extent, or are we going to go towards the road of something different and new and more local? And I think as it stands now, I wouldn't mind doing the latter. I think local might be very interesting.
The question of appropriate product development and delivery of youth savings accounts explored in Bogota with our expert advisory board members and summarized here in this podcast is but one of many facing YouthSave and the youth-inclusive financial services field generally. Other questions include the role of financial capability, regulatory and policy barriers to youth-owned accounts, and creative marketing for this segment, just to name a few. We invite you to join us on this journey as we continue to explore these topics and others. To connect with us and learn more about the YouthSave Project, visit our website, youthsave.org, where we share our experiences and provide updates on our progress towards developing, delivering, and testing savings accounts accessible to low-income youth.